Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the movie of Chainsaw Man Reze arc, which apparently just got released like yesterday or today for me in my country or time zone or whichever one that's fitting for you to understand. All I know is the movie just got released for me from last night or maybe today, depending on your time zone, etc. This movie right here of Chainsaw Man, it's pretty awesome. I mean, it all depends what you're looking for in your point of view. And apparently, like when it comes to like how long has it been since we had our Chainsaw Man series, it's been about at least 3 years. Yeah, I decided to look at how long has it been since we had season one of Chainsaw Man, and it's been like 3 years since we had our 3 years since we had another since Chainsaw Man season one, and now we got the movie here, the Reze arc. That was pretty nice, and the way how it went, it looked like it wouldn't really fit well in the TV series show, even if it had a lot of filler. Other than that, let's just get this started. When it comes to Denji having a dream, that was kind of a little like maybe a little depending on might be a little weird. It all depends on your point of view. As for power, it looks like to me she grows out these new horns and she is like absent throughout the entire movie. If I have to be really honest with you, and then Denji will have a new partner, which is the Shark Man or Shark Devil. And it looks like to me this guy seems to like Denji a lot. Well, not to a point that's like romantic love, if anything, just like he's like an idol, I guess. And eventually, when it comes to Akito having to have his role in this, have a certain small role in this arc, he didn't have much to do other than that of fighting when it comes to the certain fight scenes, but nothing really big. Now, I'm pretty sure the majority are really were looking forward to this movie, whether if you read it in the manga or watched the movie right now. It was the scene with like Reze. Apparently, Denji met Reze and they seem to like get along, but for me, it feels a little off because it looks like to me she was just like drawing him into a trap. And honestly, spoilers anyway, it was a trap. Eventually, she did try to like get Denji's chainsaw heart or his heart whatsoever with the help of a devil called Typhoon. So when it comes to like the fan service in this series of like arousing things here and there, forgive me if I anger anybody, but there were a lot of censorship. Well, not too much, not to a point that's like very extreme with like white lights and black coverages here and there, or zoom in like censorship if you know what I'm talking about. There was just some things that wasn't too explicit. Well, in terms of like when it comes to the fighting and all that, they literally went all out. That much is to be said, because that's what most people always enjoy looking forward to, like a very high packed, very powerful action fight scene, and that's what we got in this movie, which I thought was pretty nice and slick. So overall, when the action finally came about, the fight with Reze, Denji, and everyone else, they all had a very hard time. Even Denji himself, he had been very upset at what Reze did, and he ended up getting into a fight with her. Of course, they had to like. Of course, when it comes to Denji's like combat intelligence and learning how to like get advice, he starts to be very smart and manages to like what's the word? Defeat or kill Typhoon, which is apparently the first enemy he had to take out because they were interrupting the fight with Reze, and Reze was very strong. Her destructive bombardment of explosions and bomb abilities come along with her combat skills, hand-to-hand combat, made her formidable. And with Typhoon or Typhon, whichever is better pronounced for you, was helping her out. She was almost like, what's the word? Unbeatable from a certain standpoint, if anything. So Denji managed to take out Typhon, and with his own combat intelligence, as he knows how to fight better, he manages to defeat Reze in a like, I guess a draw where he manages to like take her into the ocean for a nice swim, which apparently she won't be able to use her explosions there. Eventually, Denji, even though despite everything what Reze did to her, he revives her and says, "Hey, I still like you in a certain way, so how about you and I run away together?" Of course, it looked like Reze was about to like take up that offer, but she did something to paralyze Denji for him not to go after her. But Denji tells her, I'll meet you at this I'll see you at this cafe for lunch. I'll wait for you over there, okay?" And he says that. And when it comes to a certain like story involving mice, it starts to be a little symbolic. I can't remember most of it, but all I can really tell you right now, when Reze had a chance to run away, go on the train and get the heck out and leave Denji behind, she decides to go back to the cafe, but she gets interrupted by Makima and the Angel Devil, which apparently Reze did try to find a way to fight through her, but she was easily subdued and easily defeated by Makima and the Angel Devil, saying, "Hey, you're not gonna get to him no more. I mean, it's game over for you." And Reze ends up thinking in her mind, why didn't I kill you that time when I first met you? Maybe because like you didn't go to school as I haven't gone to school. And yeah, the movie ends there. There's a post-credit scene involving Power coming back, and then Denji's like waiting for a long time for Reze, and I gotta give him props for his commitment, dude. I mean, like if a girl I knew and I somehow liked did not show up in a certain amount of time, I would have just left and said, "You know what? Screw it, I'm out." But he stayed there, and then Power comes in, ruin the mood, and then they end up having a little small bickering fight about eating flowers, and yeah. So yeah, Reze, from where I stand or where I look at it, it looks like to me she's been incapacitated or possibly killed. I don't know. I mean, it's never been 100% confirmed what really happened, but I may have an idea. I mean, like when it comes to devils, they usually tend to come back alive easily when they got given the blood when they are given blood. You get the idea. Other than that, for the time being, I would say that she has been incapacitated, but unless the subtitles are right, they go like, "Well, we actually killed her." I couldn't have like Aki or I think that's his name. Hopefully I remember his name correctly. Yeah, Aki has been was not called into action to kill Reze or fight her, whatever the situation is. Other than that, yeah, I thought the movie was pretty awesome. Although in terms of action packs here and action pack scene, in terms of like the scene with Denji and Reze, I thought that was beautifully done. And then when it comes to the fight scenes being uncensored, ready to blow out gore and blood, thought it was really nicely done by Studio Mappa, and I'm looking forward to more. So yeah, don't know what's gonna happen next, but don't know when's the next project of Chainsaw Man to come, but hopefully it'll come again. Who knows if it's gonna be in a movie or TV series? It all depends on like how big the next arc will be. But other than that, I had my fun. So until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.